What's up guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to do a quick review and installation of the Spigen Glass R Slim tempered glass screen protector, and it says it's for the iPhone 5 SE, 5S, 5C, and just the plain 5. Now I have both an iPhone 5 and an iPhone 5C, and this comes with two screen protectors. I'm not sure if they're just trying to give you an extra one in case you have more than one phone, or if they're anticipating that you're not going to put it on correctly, or that the protector just isn't going to work very well and you're going to need to replace it soon. I'm not sure, but I'm going to open it up. We'll look inside, see what it has, and then I will install it. So yeah, as I said, two screen protectors. So I guess that's kind of nice. We'll see how the first one works. And then set of cleaning wipes. Oh, another set. Cool. So you have two complete sets and a list of installation instructions. However, if you've ever put a screen protector on in your life, you probably know what you're doing. It's still nice that they include the instructions because not everybody does. Alright, well, I'm going to grab the phone and I will get started on the installation. Okay, we're going to get started on the install. This particular phone had a screen protector on it, so you can see if I look at it at an angle, it's still got some residue from the adhesive. So what I have are some of these little lens cleaning wipes, as well as a wool sock that I'm going to use to wipe it off. So these lens cleaning wipes are actually designed for glasses, and I've heard in some places that they can destroy the fingerprint, the anti-fingerprint coating on your screen. So don't use these unless you are really just about to apply a screen protector. Otherwise, I guess you could destroy your anti-fingerprint coating, and it's starting to slip around a little bit. But you can see it's already looking cleaner because the alcohol just dissolves all that old adhesive. So I'm going to finish wiping this off and bring it right back, ready for the wipe down with the wool sock. Okay, so now I'm ready to wipe it down with just this wool sock. Now this is not going to remove any dust, but you can kind of tell by the resistance if there's any little smudges you may have missed. And if you pick the phone up and look at it, you'll see that it's pretty darn clean. Now, it does include these little cleaning wipes. It says the first one is wet and the second one is dry. So we'll open these up. When in doubt, use your teeth. Tear the first one open. So it's wet. It's quite wet. It must be some kind of alcohol, or maybe it's just water-based, I don't know, but it's definitely leaving some moisture on the screen. Try and avoid the speaker grill if you can. You really don't want much moisture down in there. That can really mess things up for listening to music and all kinds of stuff. So that's good and wet. Looks pretty clean. I'm gonna get wipe number 2, the dry wipe, and just kind of do the same thing. Just really make sure it's nice and dry. It's really an easy process so far. Okay, so it also includes a little microfiber cloth. So you can wipe it down with that, make sure there's no smudges. And then the really good thing is this little dust removing sticker. I hadn't seen one of these until I got a screen protector for my Galaxy Note 5 recently, and I think this is a pretty new concept because other screen protectors I've had for other smartphones have not come with one of these, but it's really a good idea and it really does work to remove the dust. So I'm going to re-angle the camera so you guys can watch as I remove this dust. Okay, so let me just mention that one thing I really don't like about the Note 5 is the super narrow angle of the camera. I guess it's the aperture for when you're recording video. When you're shooting photos, it's great. Come on, focus, there we go. But if you're recording video, it's not that good. So all you have to do with this dust remover is just stick it to the screen a few times, and as you go, work your way up the screen, and it will remove the dust. I saw a little speck on there through the camera that I couldn't see in person. But it definitely works. It definitely removes the dust. And then when I'm done with it, I always just kind of stick it right back in its house there so that I can use it again if I have to for whatever reason. Okay, so that's it. If you look closely, it is pretty much perfectly clean. And, you know, there's dust particles in the air always. Oh, I can see a little speck right there, actually. Right there, yes. There's the culprit. So I'll clean those off, and then I will be ready to install the glass protector. Okay, now we are dust-free, and I've handed the camera over to my lovely assistant so that I have both hands to apply the screen protector, because that is absolutely necessary. Now, the way I like to install them is I like to hold it sideways on. And honestly, this type of screen protector I really don't like that much because it has the hole that goes all the way around, and while it does protect the whole front glass better, it's really kind of tricky to install. So, since this is the back, the adhesive side, and then that must mean this is the front, which it's got nifty little handles too to facilitate easy installation. So all you have to do is peel off the back piece of the adhesive side. See a little speck of dust on the screen that must have just settled there. Make sure that's all clean and clear. And then you take it, hold it very carefully. I always like to visually line up the home button and the speaker grill, and then physically line up the home button first so that you can install it perfectly. Because any little bit of overlap on the home button is just going to drive you crazy when you try and use it. Whereas on the speaker grill, you may notice it visually, but you're not ever going to see it, or you're not ever going to notice it in speaker quality. So there I made contact. You can see the air bubbles escaping, and I just kind of want it to ease on down there. See, the air bubbles are going away. It's good. It's exactly what we want. And you can see it's a little crooked, so what you do is you just peel it back off really gently. Until you get it to where you can maneuver it a little. Which with this screen protector, it looks like I'm going to have to move it all the way over. There we go. Home button's lined up, speaker grill's lined up. There. Now you can see the air leaving. And then a good practice is when you're working these air bubbles out, do it before you take this extra protective coating off. That'll just save you some headache later. And they didn't include a bubble squeegee, but I assume they probably thought that you'd get it right the first time. However, people hardly ever do. So maybe that's why they just included a second screen protector. But you can see there's a couple tiny little bubbles there. They will go away with time or with some squeegeeing. Just the heat from your body is usually enough. And then you peel off the protective film, and you have your screen protector on. And it's smooth. I think it's anti-fingerprint. It barely increases the thickness of the phone, so it should still be compatible with all the cases. And the home button is a bit more recessed now, but it is lined up properly so that it's not going to drive you crazy when you hit it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.